的 AG 署名长官颁给我们的社长。社务啊，社长署名奖。你这些奖是什么？照相。对。
好，看那边，我得大汤。
来这边 ，OK。
恭喜。
然后接下来最佳辅佐奖就是在下午了。
在上。
再来是那个 Rotary Friendship 扶轮友谊接待奖，由我们。
要不要一次念完就？
好啊，我的太多奖了，还有 RYE 接待奖，还有 GSE 接待奖，对，3奖由我们的 AG 署名。接下来是我们 GSE 接待奖，由我们的舍友入。
我以为他带的就好，代表就好，不是你还要去怎么样？多的是。
就是都不来呀。
然后是扶轮长青奖 for our Rotarian kids。
That means you're
very good.
Okay.
Please allow me.
小心了，还是要接哦。Wonderful。
最后一位是我们那个保罗哈里斯的推荐奖 ，Essen。感谢你的赞助。Secretary's time. We have one report going to have a special crowd assembly on the 8th of June. So please, all of the Rotarian members reserve your time to attend the meeting that day. And then the regular meeting place will change to the 3rd floor ballroom on the 25th of May. So next week we have a special program happening there. Another announcement is we will change our meeting place from basement to the 2nd floor Chinese restaurant from June to September. Ken will text message you if we have any alteration for the time. Okay, this is a reminder for the second outing. Please remember we will happening on the 20th and 21st of May, and which is this weekend. So the gathering time at 6, I think morning at 6:50. So remember, we will departure at 7 o'clock in the morning. And this is a reminder for the next Rotary year first outing going to Bali. Please register with PEN before end of May because I think the seat has been limited. Okay. Now is our program. It's Rotaract Club report. So may we give a big hand to our Justin?
Yes.
Or Sandra?
Both.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. So, my name is Justin, I think like most of you know, and my secretary and club service, Sandra and Leewood, is over there. Okay, so let me just have a quick start. Alright, so the first PowerPoint is just give you a brief review of what I proposed last year as my yearly plans. So the first one is gonna be solar foundation and infrastructure. So the one that I have the cross out is which we haven't achieved it. And I'll give you a brief reason of it, why is it. Regular updating club policies through committee meeting, and this year we did not have any, new policies or regulations in our Rotaract club, so that's why I crossed it out. Attending our mother club's meeting as many as possible, so I believe that, a lot of you see me come here most of the week, because most of my club members, they do not have, a lot of time, but, So that's why, so the second one, I'll give a tick. The new bank account, which is a no-no, because we, as a Rotaract club, that we cannot register for our bank account. So as a Rotaract club, so that's why we are still using the president's bank account as usual. But the new bookkeeping system that we have this year is quite good, but I will hand it to Sandra next year, and then she'll report it to you guys through our next year committee chair. Okay, so club jersey, we do have a new club jersey this year, and which was designed by Leewood, and it's really comfy. So if you guys want to order it, yes, please register through Leewood. Yeah. And regular attend district meeting, we have, we attend every single district meeting and also committee meeting as well. So that's all the ticks. The second objective is English club and meeting. Well, I'll cross out the first two as what we, completely need to speak English through our meetings. It's really hard to find an English speaker in the district, so that's why I crossed them out. And a lot of members and the guests join our meeting, they do not, they are pretty shy in speaking English, so that's why, we still have to communicate with them in Chinese. So that's why I crossed the the first one and second one out. Well, expecting our sponsor club member, to come to our meeting, more than once, per quarter, which Sumi sister is always there. So yeah, that's definitely a tick. All members should attending charter ceremony, which this year's charter ceremony we have 98% attendance rate, so it was actually quite good. Committee member assigned to other clubs' charter ceremony should not fail their duty unless notified. Unfortunately, this year we had few members, they were registered and was gonna go to the other club's charter ceremony. However, they failed it out, just a day before, which I think it was not that good. So that's one of the issues that we have to fix through next year. Revision section after every regular meeting that we do hold during our regular meeting every single time, which that the purpose is to get to know our new members or our guests better. Club members should sit with the guests. We have done a great job this year, so that's a tick. networking, family day, outdoor activities, with our sponsor club. Unfortunately, probably not this year, but hopefully next year, yeah, it will be happening. Regular attending other clubs meeting, yes, we do sending a lot of, our club members to other clubs and invited our club member to join our meetings. And I believe that Shuminjie, she has seen a lot of the member exchange, during the year, this year. About the sister clubs signing with 3520 and 3580 clubs. Unfortunately, those two clubs, they are kind of have their own, club issues this year. So probably the plan is gonna be postponed. Donation is not necessary from regular meetings from Rotarians. The purpose of this is, we try to invite more Rotarians to come to our meetings, and then that's why the donation wasn't necessary. Community service for this year, actually this is really a major part of my yearly plan this year, is that we have done so many community service, so I will show you later. And so expanding membership, we also recruited 4 members, right? 4 members this year. And then thanks to Shuminjie and Sandra for bringing new members in. So okay, so that's the census part. Last year we have 17 members. This year we have 20 plus 1 because one of the members just paid her fee, yesterday. Gender ratio, we were so-called a female club before, and now finally we have more guys now, so we are more manly. And then industry sectors, we have 2 members in the financial industry, and manufacturer, which is 20%, trading 10%, food and beverage 20%, education 5%, fashion design, Yin and Jennifer, that's 10%, public department, this one I need to mention is Mintz. She's working in the Opera House, in Taichung Opera House, and then James is just come back from the state and he's in the army, so that's why I assigned him into public department sector. Students, we have first students. Well, probably we need to recruit more next year because Tatong Rotaract Club is a kind of like aging club now. Yeah. Okay. So Rotaract experience, we have 2 members has less than 1 year experience, and 1 to 3 years 12, 3 to 5 years have 2, and then we have 4 members which has more than 5 years Rotaract experiences. Age 18 to 25, 8 people, 25 to 30, 9 people still, and then we have 3 people who is at our OB age. So probably we still need to recruiting more young fresh blood. Okay, so this is my officers this year. So that's Peggy, our vice president, Sandra, Stephen, international, IPP Lee Wen, and club service, vocational is Wei Wei, and Mintz is our community service, and treasurer is Daddy. So currently we have other members. So that's Ben. Ben is in Hongwen Zhongxue, and Ming she's traveling around the world. Yeah, pretty chilling life. And Kathy, who is working in Taipei, and the shoes manufacturer. She's a sales. And Ying is a designer, graphic designer, and Alex, yes. Alex, yeah, he is working in Samian, is a 组织性行销的公司. And Jim, he is working in his family industry. And Minga, she's working in the tea store in Yuanbai. And Jennifer, she's model, also she's graduating this year, so she is coming back to Taichung after July, I think. Andy, 我们最资深的, he is currently in Taipei, and then we are expecting him to come and join us perhaps next year. Yes. Those 4 members are new members. That's Jimmy. His parents are from Dajia Rotary Club. And James was invited to our club through Su Mingjian, his grandfather. His grandfather is Becky in Taichung She. Yes, and then same as Joey. Joey was invited by Su Mingjian as well, and she is working in Porters International, which is James's grandpa's company. And that's Joanne. Joanne, she just changed her job, and she's working in the wine and cigar industry. Yes. And because she just changed her job, so she is currently really busy, and she will join us perhaps within next 2 weeks. And that's our club finance. Well, because it was like cash flow statements, it was pretty long, so that's why I cut it out. At the end of the last fiscal year, we have about $204,964 in our bank account, and currently this year to March, we have 223,000, and this number is expecting to drop dramatically after this week because we have outing this week, and we are gonna spend a little more. Club activities. This year we have 13 regular meetings. That's including the district meetings. Community service, we have 6 international sectors. We have 4 vocational service. We have 2 casual activity. We have more than 10 times casual activity. So just calling out people and coming out, have fun, and 路边会, etc. We have 2 outings. The first one was at Pingxi last year, and this one, and the second one, which is going to be held this week. Attendance rate for the regular meeting is 45%, and for the casual activity, we have 65%. So as you can see that, our club members, like to go out for casual activity more than the regular meetings. So, okay, so now the summary of our activities. So last year, the first one is our 交接典礼. So, and the second one is our joint district visit, I think. Yeah. And the third one, our regular meeting, is we invited 亚洲大学的客座讲师朱一天. And she is on the newspaper, last week because she brings her team to some design competitions, and then they have won a lot of rewards. And then the photo in the middle is our first community service, which is called 种子奇迹. And then this one was cooperated with another 4 Rotaract clubs at the Su Mingjian Ski Lab. And that one is our first 路边会. We were bound tonight. Yeah, at the Peggy's place. And then we had, during the September time, we invited Uncle Fire to come to B Lab to sharing his life experience, and that was, you can see a lot of people were there. They are mostly coming from 市政社 and 市政团 because they are having their first club preparation activities. And then luckily we have Jean who is who got married this year, so that's why we sending a few people there to participate in his wedding. In October, we have our first vocational visit at Motex in Tianzhong, and then second 路边会, and then also we have our first actually second, because last year was the first, this one it was second Halloween party holding at an H. This one is our first outing this year. We're at Pingxi, and this one was pretty economical because we combine 3 activities into one trip. So we have our outing, and we have our community service, which is Jinshan. We went to那叫什么山? What was it called? Pingxi. Yeah. 那个山我忘记了，说平溪嘛，对，然后我们就去进山 ，yeah, around the mountains with 北屯 and the Taipei Yongfu Club. And then also we have the regular meeting held at the Minsu. Yeah. So the topic during that night is,扶青知识. So we're talking about like what is Rotaract. And then this is actually one of my major activity this year, which is a community service held in Taipei, Sanchong. It's called 孩子们的秘密基地. We cooperate with Taipei 新世纪 and Taipei Yongfu Rotaract Club, and then just try to dance and entertain all these kids. And then I will I will speak more about this community service later. We also, during the November time, we have our inbound round trip people to come to Taiwan. So the 3460 district, we send in a lot of people, just to participate them, to bring them, showing around the 3460 area. And then also our very important activity for the year, our charter ceremony. For who hasn't participated and come to our charter ceremony, please, this year, please just join us because it's organized by Sandra and Li Wen, and it's gonna be really, really fun. Last year was organized by them, but the president was me, so it was already exciting. So this year it's gonna be more exciting. So yes, please just join us, okay? And then we also have our Christmas party with Tatong Rotaract Club, and then 孩子们的秘密基地 again. And this during December time, it was actually held by Dathong Rotaract Club, so that's why you can see a lot of our club members. We all went out to Taipei. And then January, we have the stage performance for the 孩子们秘密基地 performance. And then on the second day straight away, we went to the Dathong Rotary Club's charter ceremony, and also we have our regular meeting. The topic was GSE, so it was introduced and speak by Shu Mingjie and Peggy and Jackie from Taichung Rotary Club and Catherine, yes, Catherine from the Central Rotary Club, Taichung. And also, we have our Chinese New Year celebration at Sumi's place. And also, the second photo was Taichung Donghai invited the Opera House CEO, Mrs. Wang, to give us a speech about arts and stage performance. And this was actually a really important part of our club because we haven't organized the combined meeting with other clubs for a long time, and I think this is a really good experience for us. And we also went down to Kaohsiung to join the National Rotaract Conference, and with our club, I just like to walk around, so that's why me and Eddie, we all went down, and then 在后面的 at the back, they are all from Southeast Rotaract Club, Taichung. And then we also invited Yan Li to give us a speech about his entrepreneurial experiences. During April, we have another joint meeting with Dongnan Tuan, and then they invited Uncle Peter, which is their Rotary president, to give us a speech about his life experience and how he opened up and started up his furniture business. And in the middle one is that we have the joint vocational visit, and we visit a winery, a really small winery in Salu. The photo on the right is our 3460's the very last district joint meeting. And because next year we're gonna split into 61 and 62, so that's why this is going to be our last joint meeting for the district 3460. For the vocational purpose, so I have invited my nephew. She is working in the Taichung City government in the human resource area, so that's why I invited her to come and give a a little bit speech about for young people to do the job hunting and then to try to avoid the fraudulent carriers, etc. Okay, so I'm going to show you some video, which is our community service that this year we have attended to Taipei 4 times ever since last September, and then every month we have to go up and then just to see all these kids once and then teach them English, dance with them, and then personally we have more than 20 times online meeting, just try to do the planning thing. And this one was actually prepared by Taipei Rotaract Club, Taipei Yongfu Rotaract Club. That was the invitation, and then we sent it out to the 3520 and then 3480 district to invite their Rotary members to come and join us to see the stage performance. And then I also have another video here, which is okay. That was me. Alright, so this is the Small World. It's actually one of the major songs that we were performance, and that's every kids sing on stage and dance on the stage. More of this video, please just log out to your Facebook and then check out our website, and then all the videos are actually shown on the website on our Facebook. So as a Rotaract club, and I think one of our goal is to do as many community services as we can and to help out all these disabilities that we can. So for this year, I think we have done a lot. It's not that easy, but thanks Sandra and Li Wen and other officers they have tried their best to, help me out. And great that I'm going to retire within 2 months. Yeah. And then, okay, so next one, I'm gonna hand it to our next president, Sandra.
I think you can join the Tatong Rotary as soon as possible. Yes. Yes. And Justin is pretty good president this year, and I'm really afraid I cannot be good enough. So I just go through the year plan very quickly. Okay. So I'm Sandra, who is the president of the Dato Rotary next year, and I'm very glad to be selected as a leader, and thanks to my members trust me who I can assist them in next year. And firstly, I would like to see the member chart next year. So as you can see, we have 2 people in the same position because we recruit lots of new members this year, and we want to train them as soon as possible. So we gonna be really big committee next year. Yeah. And 2017 and 18 objectives, we want to go to achieve. First one is steady, and the second one is training. Third one is the recruit. Fourth one open, and navigation and growth. So let's go the first one. The steady. So the club, the foundation, and infrastructures. We will focus on our regular meeting and the activities next year, and we also promote our Facebook to enhance more 曝光率, how say that, in the new district, because next year we are going to be the 3461, right? So
yeah.
It's a new district. Yes. I'm so nervous. Okay. And the second one is the training, because we are the English club, so we are focused on our regular meeting in English. So we will force our members to speak more English in our regular meeting, and we like to invite more speakers who can speak in English. So we need the brothers and sisters to recommend some speakers to us and can have some speech in our Rotaract. And the third one is the revision session after the speech. Yep. And this one is, we always do these things, the recruit, expanding the membership. So I want to just continue Justin's goal. So it's we will focus on the quality, most important to the quantity. So we recruit members who need to attend the meetings regularly and speak English during the meetings. Yeah. Next one is the open. It's the financial transparency, co-signing bank account and the bookkeeping record. And next one is the navigation. It's for focus on the Interrota and IPRC. And next week, Justin will represent Tatong to attend the Thailand APRC, right? Next week, right? So we will also invite Justin to share the experience in Thailand. Yes. Just decide. Yeah, no worries. In a regular meeting. And we will encourage lots of our members to join the next year APRC. And next year,
want to focus on our community service. And the first one is we always do the Genius Social Welfare Foundation. It's a 创世基金会 in 草屯. We do this for maybe 2 years, I think, yeah, 2 years. And we go there to help the volunteer and nurse to help them keeping some paperwork, because we cannot help the planet's people because we don't have any license to help them. So we only can help the volunteers and the nurse to do some paperwork or some housekeeping. And the second one is a new one. It's an Andrew Food Bank. And this foundation is helping students who is from the underprivileged family. And it's at of 129,000 family. They need some help from the society, and maybe more family needs help. So the underprivileged student who is during the puberty can pay for the lunchbox. So this Andrew Food Bank collects food material from everywhere, and our job is to helping the foundation to repack the food and deliver them to students' family. So next year we will focus on the community service more in Taichung. Okay, and this is the following schedule. The 1st July is our 手敲. It's a 手敲. So we invite brothers and sisters to have our ceremony together. Yeah, and have fun. And the regular meeting community service. And we have a big regular meeting with the Taipei Yongfu Tuan. And yeah, and Pili. Okay, that's all for next year's schedule. Thank you.
重机又看机一下老店主。对，我要怎么就冒险了。
Thanks to Justin and Sandra. Do we have any question you'd like to ask them or raise? No? No. Okay, can we please give a big hand to them, because I think they've done a tremendous job for this year. Okay, next is attendance report. Here we have Judy to give us the attendance report today.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good job, Justin, and good job to our Rotaract. It's a pity that we don't have too many members joining this today. We only have 16 Rotarian and no visiting Rotarian, 3 guests. So the total is 55%. Thank you.
Now it's a reminder for next week. We have a special program, and we make out the invitation card which we will scan, so please take one before you leave. And they were going to have a 2 sections for this special program. The first one will be within our regular meeting. The second section will start at 2:10, so which means an extension hour for the performers. If you have time, please stay. Okay, that's the meeting for today, so it's give time to President Bai.
Okay, thank you, President Justin and Secretary Sandra and Yun. Thank you for your effort this year, and we think our term will end very soon. Also, I have to thank our chairman of Rotaract. Yes. Yeah, we did a lot of work this year and strengthen the connection with our club, between our club and Rotaract. Thank you for that. Thank you. And a good day today. Enjoy the meeting.
Yes, my company that I work with is called I know Tatong very well. Tatong and this is very quality. Don't come.
So what you are story about the language going to die. We will share Taiwanese festival. Quite different on good friends. I live very close to the temple. And one thing I can say is he told me he has about 10
The ocean vessel.
是用欧桶就好。
没有，因为你手过好桶的那么大的杯子，然后
不如换小点杯子。
Just let me take some photos. Any direction. Okay. 介绍情况。
对，介绍一下。
开红酒了，
没有，因为你们家红酒都还好。
我喝红酒都是在外面的。
有需要把它还是卡的。
他那样，让快到一样，我觉得
吃西餐要好一点，问你的看法。
拢話你攏講話嘅，你攏口做。
Meeting today will start.
The full-weight test material, please all rise for the full-weight test. The full-weight test of the thing we've been said. First,
Is it the truth?
second,
Is it fair or concern?
third,
Whether you could wear beneficials?
fourth.
Whether beneficials or concern?
Thank you, please be seated. Rotary song.
From north to south, from east to west, we both the same, we serve the best. R-O-T-A-R-Y, Masters Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y, Masters Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y is one great family, where friendship winds for mess of it, where each one share is best to give. R-O-T-A-R-Y,
Thank you, PP Now, introduction of the visiting Rotarian and guests. Then we have PP Pass to introduce our guest today.
Okay, today we have many friends come from Taipei Rotary Club, Xinyi Se, from and today's speaker, Mandy, comes from Zambia, and our old friend, Michael Tsai, National Defense Ministry. Okay, and Frank, old friend, and Lu Yuanyuan, Jewish friend, and Tian Jie, Jewish friend too, and Amy, Jewish wife. Anybody I forget to introduce? Amy.
对啊，你下次要签在那个。
哦，就在那个 spouse 地方放。Yes, now our Rotary members too. Okay, all them.
签到那边要付钱。
That's right. Okay, welcome you all.
Thank you, PP. Now may we have our visiting Rotarian Frank to stand up. We're going to sing visiting Rotarian songs for you.
Yes, all Rotary will greet you. Oh, yes, all Rotary will greet you. We want you to build our friendship through. We are glad you're here today. So head back on the beat of you. We got from all the fellows here. And once more, you are near our door. Come again, Rotarian. Come again.
Sorry, my microphone is not working now, but I would like to introduce our visiting Rotarian Frank. He's also a receiver for, not working, for Misan Scholarship, and he would like to share some of his, about the, I think, influence between Japan and Taiwan. So I just give him a few minutes. Please give a big hand to Frank.
大同社的各位 PP， 还有社長各位大家好，因為我英文沒有那麼厲害的，所以不好意思。
日本語上手よ。
日本語でこう話したら、そうですね。皆さんこうね、もし日本語がね聞いたらわかるなら、一応こう日本語でこうスピーチしても別に構いません。如果说大家听得懂日文的话，用日文来演讲是 OK 的，因为我本身是在日本拿到中学跟高中的教师证，所以在那边服务过一点时间，然后再回到台湾。那有时候还会到日本去，有时候去教他们的中学生或是小学生这样。不过现在已经确定回来。那今天呢，最主要是跟各位报告一下，就是说，事实上，我有2个专长，当然我现在有个专长，这个日文。那事实上是因为在日本呢，我是受到我是领日本米山奖学金的学生，那当时很困苦，困苦到非常严重。那最后领到以后，我就有一个心愿， 这个经验就是说，我要研发一套非常棒的日本语仔细学习法，我要让台湾跟日本那永远能够把这个桥梁把它架构起来。那所以呢，我在那个时候就已经许那个愿，然后一直就开始研发。那研发在研究所研发，然后回到台湾。那因为我以前有带中华队去打世界杯，那我也是中华排球的以前是教练，那打到全世界第5名，完了以后就退下来。那退下来完了以后，我就觉得说差不多，我还有一个心愿，就是湖人有帮忙我。那当然日本他们很感谢他们啦。那我有跟日方他们那边讲，所以日本的京都地方那些几个社，原则上我已经有跟他们宣布了，有在做联谊的时候讲，所以我可以的话再回到台湾或许比较好，就把这个桥梁做好。那回来以后，经过10年，10年这个时间呢，我一直都在台中科大，事实上是蔡明宪蔡部长，事实上他也在那边教，其实我也认识他。也跟他讲过，他只是忘记我而已。对，他也是我们学校的教授，对，只是他应该不认识我，但是我非常认识他。对，那这一套的研发是全台湾里面，现在目前呢，应该是最仔细，没有比这个还仔细的。所以呢，这一套研发出来以后，在台北现在目前非常的 OK。那